So today I just want to encourage the youth to judge someone else's process. That just because we may sin differently from someone else doesn't mean that sin ain't sin. Like, it's just, yo, boo-boo smell better than they boo-boo. Boo-boo is boo-boo. That's just what it is. They both stink. So I just want to encourage y'all to not judge anybody's process on that. And I also encourage you to pay attention to the warnings and signs that God gives you. Oftentimes, God gives you dreams and warnings before you get into some mess. I know, I went through this plenty of times. I've seen it, and I was like, nah, I'm probably just tripping. Surely I can do that. And boop, let me fall on my head. So learn from me and, just pay attention to the warnings and signs. And, like I was saying, how it could come through dreams, or sometimes I know personally for me, my signs would be like physically, I start feeling ill all of a sudden. Like I don't feel good. I'm like, but I still do it because I be disobedient. And sometimes you really have to command your flesh to be obedient. And if you need to pray, be like, God, please allow me to be obedient. Command my flesh in the name of Jesus. Don't let the enemy have whatever you gotta do that, because you don't want to learn the hard way for real. That's just not it. And accept the no's as you do with the yeses. So oftentimes, God be like, okay, yeah, you do that. You're like, oh, I could go. But when he says no, it's like, no, okay. But you really just have to keep in mind that God has your best interests at heart, and he knows what someone, like how someone feels, like what's being said around you and when you're gone. He just has your best interests at heart. So like those no's, you gotta accept them as happily as you do those yeses. And it's not easy. It's not. I know I struggle with this plenty of times. But but sometimes, you have to, like I was saying earlier, you have to ask God to command your flesh, and just, ask him, God, just remove this rebellious spirit, and, just pray, because a lot of times it's a stronghold over, like, it'd be like a stronghold over you, and you don't even know. Like, sometimes you just really have to pray, and sometimes you even have to fast and pray. I know I did that, and that changed my life. Man, that fasting and praying, let me tell you. I couldn't even, I'm telling you, I used to love food so much to the point where it was kind of getting ridiculous. I fasted. I couldn't even see food the same. I was like, okay, so you told me this whole time I just been eating because I was bored? I just wanted to, and I wasn't even hungry for real. And often, it's just different for everybody. Like, that's how some spirits get into your life. Like, you just, it takes that fasting from something that you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be food, but something that you love, whether that's your phone, go on social media, the TV, listen to a certain type of music. By you fasting and you praying, it really breaks some things. And God will really open your eyes. You just have to pay attention. Pay attention to your prayers and how it's manifested in the earth. Because it's just, also wanted to encourage the adults to not be so quick to undermine what someone is going through just because they are young. I know I come across a lot of adults, man, and they be like, child, you ain't done living yet. And I've been through some adult experiences, and it's just like, I live though. Like, I'm not done living yet. I agree. But, don't try to discredit what we're going through, because a lot of times now, like, because we're young, the devil tries to get us now. And so it's really a lot. And it'd be a lot. And I just want to encourage you not to undermine what someone is going through, like the youth, because they're young. Because we really go through a lot of trials and tribulations at this age, and a lot of battles with our flesh and our spirit. And sometimes you have to tell your kids about your experiences as well, so they don't just feel like they the only one who is like going through stuff or having these, being tempted in certain areas. I know, like, for me, I came to a point where, personally, it was a point I was very anti. I wasn't feeling like, I was like, I love God, but I don't like him. That's just how I felt. I was like, he annoying, don't care. As soon as I hit 18, about to do me, boom, because I just felt like I was the only one, like my age, or was just going through stuff and was being tempted and was like, so I just encourage you to be more open about, your experiences and what you've been through. Sometimes you have to be unfiltered. You're like, you know what, Billy Bob, I sure did. Back in my day, I used to smoke. Sometimes you have, like, it takes that, but you just say, like, God delivered me, or he's working on me, or he gave me a dream and just allowed me to cut cold turkey, because I know that's what I needed, and I was so grateful that my mom was able to do that for me. So I just, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching this video wherever you at. I appreciate you and I love you, and have a blessed day.